off like Hiroshima.
Somebody said, look at LeakYou video. What the fuck is LeakYou? Is it like a site? What's LeakYou? LeakYou. Is it a YouTube channel? Oh, shit. Oh, all right, bet. Here we go.
Please hit the like. Thank you.
One, two, three, four.
What's up, y'all? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Before we kick this off, all right, I want to give a shout out to Chronically Speaking, aka J League Chronicles. Y'all, check this out.
Welcome to the slaughterhouse, bitch.
There's a lot about me you don't know, bitch. Now, there's been a concerted effort, all right? People have not gotten any sleep, all right? They've been up all night trying to come at LeakYou, all right? When you got a beef with somebody, there's so many creative ways that you can attack them, funny ways, shit that'll have you laughing for days. I've done troll moves on people that had me laughing for days. Sometimes I'll think back on some of the moves that I've done on people and I still laugh.
Welcome to the slaughterhouse, bitch.
And I ain't up here preaching no, everybody kumbaya. Nah. I got enemies too. But I'll tell you what, one thing I know, I am LeakYou.com, the one and only legendary LeakYou.com.
Listen,
Welcome to the slaughterhouse, bitch.
Oh my God, I absolutely love it. And I love it when people, this was a birthday gift that I got from my brother, man, J League Chronicles, aka Chronic Lee Speaking. Check out his YouTube channel when you get an opportunity. Over on he's got two, and subscribe. He's a very good content creator. But this video was made, and what I really love about looking at these is getting or understanding the perception of others when they perceive me. And listen, he was very meticulous about this down to the musical track in the background. Very much so giving a Pimp C type of, trill, Texas country rap type beat, something that I'm extremely familiar with, so familiar with since I can remember. All right. So anyway, definitely check that out. We do call Interloper Nation the Slaughterhouse. All right, and it kind of goes back to our our theme song for Interloper Nation. Right? Y'all don't act like you don't know. Come on, it wouldn't be Interloper Nation if Eminem didn't. One of the songs wasn't an Eminem song, but I could think of a variety of top 3 for Interloper Nations, Zeus, Killshot, and The Ringer, for sure. Um, anyway, welcome to the slaughterhouse, all right? Welcome to the slaughterhouse. So, I try not to be too bad, but, I wanna roll right into this. Ron Savage. I seen a very interesting interview that Ron did on TheBeat 139. Truth is, I heard about it through Khalil Amani. I didn't even know he was going to be doing an interview over there. But needless to say, the interview's been done. And I know Khalil Amani was giving some commentary, on on this interview. So definitely check out his channel over at Khalil Amani's World. But I wanted to analyze, review it, and give my commentary on it, on this interview that was done. I don't even really know what to say. You want to tread carefully because Ron Savage was a victim of Bambaataa, right? He doesn't see himself as a victim. That much is very evident. He does not see himself as a victim of Bambaataa. But man, Ron needs to give it up. The lying, the Zulu, oh, I'm the Zulu Nation and all this. Listen, that interview didn't didn't get him any points with Bambaataa, let alone Zulu Nation, let alone really anybody else for that matter. What are you talking about? Well, I think we should take a look and just kind of go through it with each other. But Ron, you admitted you were 15 years old when Bambaataa so-called died you. I don't know if you meant to say that. I mean, everything about it, right, is so obvious that there are many accusations leveled against Afrika Bambaataa that he has sex with underage boys, people that are not adults. And I don't know if it's like a form of Stockholm syndrome that we're seeing with Ron. I really don't know. But it's the best word. Here's the best word I can put to it. It's cringe. It is cringe.
Oh, you live, B Stinger, what's up?
Yo, what up, man? Listen, man, we in the building. Listen, man, I'm holding the phone, right? But listen, man, I promise you, the FBI is not on the line. You know what I mean? Listen, I'm holding.
Listen, Ron Savage came out like 2015, 2016. Forgive me, I don't have the exact year in front of me. I think it was 2016. And there was this mix up of who dropped the first video, basically talking about Bambaataa doing things to underage, as far as being a victim of Bambaataa, right? And there's always this weird, strange back and forth about who dropped the first video. I don't even understand why that matters at the end of the day. And I don't understand why Ron Savage is dismissing any claims made by anybody else. Instead of the whole he's thighing you, instead of taking that as he just likes to thigh men, he takes it like someone's stealing his story, right? Anyway, this it was really
Listen
off-putting.
it up for my people.
That's right, boy. Hey, B Stinger, what about Homeland Security?
Listen, man, I got them on deck. You know what I mean? Listen, they work for me. You know what I mean?
That's what I'm talking about, man. All right, we're going to start the show, bro, right quick.
The Beat 139. Featuring Don Vito, and Keith Cash.
Yeah, we got.
One show.
Yeah, we got. Yeah, we got.
Doc can shake the block. Don Vito, voice for the people. So we got our second guest tonight, Ronald Savage, a.k.a. the Beat Stingers in the building. What's up, bro? Talk to us, man.
Oh man, we just chilling. You know what I mean? Listen, man, we doing like a double interview right now. I'm live on your show, you live on mine. I said, hold up. They not gonna do a stick up on me without my people. You know what I mean?
That's right. Beat Stinger, talk about it, baby.
Connected. So, you know, we're going to tell them, you know, we definitely have our people subscribe to the Beat Stinger, go subscribe to your show. You know how we do. But it's going to be a legendary interview. We got a legend here, man. We got a Bronx legend in here. Zulu Nation is in the building.
Okay, I already have to ask a question here. How does Bambaataa feel about Ron Savage using Zulu Nation, right? And for it to be invoked, right? For the beat to say Zulu Nation's in the building. I would think that Ron Savage, that Bambaataa looks at Ron Savage like he's kryptonite. He's all over the place. He is all over the place, right? 1 minute, it didn't happen. You weren't molested. The next minute, you were. The next minute, it was consensual and everything was done after you were of age. But then you lied and claimed. So I don't understand why you keep taking on the victimhood of being a rape victim of Bambaata's like that and turning it around into something completely different that gives me Stockholm vibes. Just it's very strange. But I look at Ron Savage and I wonder to myself, is he feeling guilty about telling on Bambaataa or something? Why should he feel guilty? It would be my obvious question, right? I just it's difficult to understand
Zulu.
why
Zulu.
he's on this weird campaign to clear Afrika Bambaataa's name. It is so strange.
Stop, bold shots.
Planet Rock.
Shake the block.
Oh man, you already know. You already know what it is. You know what I mean? You already know. Oh man, don't believe the hype. You know what I mean? Stop listening to YouTube unless I'm on here talking to you. You know what I mean? Zulu all day.
This about to be crazy. See, I ain't gonna lie, man. When I hit Beat Stinger up, I've been wanting to get Beat Stinger up. Beat Stinger, man, he brings it, man. He brings it for real. So we're gonna start from the beginning, man.
All right, listen.
Get it to the end. Tell the people where you from.
All right, listen, man. I got a call right now. Listen. I got to call my arms to deck right now. We in session. You know what I mean? Oh man. The Beehive. We in session. I'm from the decks. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We are 3 minutes
BX.
in watching, and we're
There
ready
you
for
go.
you to get it kicked off here.
Beat Stinger, so hold up.
God, let me fast forward this.
BX. Tell them what part of the Bronx you from.
How many
Oh
more
man, Castle Hill never ran, ever will. The land of money, baby. What up?
Okay, Castle Hill.
Castle Hill.
So how like what's growing up in Castle Hill for the Beat Stinger?
Oh man, it was cool, man. Listen, man, I lived in Castle Hill, right? So listen, I had my own little squad, you know what I mean? For my building and all that. That's who I rolled with in Castle Hill. I knew the people from the back, like the twins and all of them. You know what I mean? But I ain't really rock with them like that, because I was down with Bronx River. You know what I mean? Make you shiver. You know what I mean? Oh, listen, man, growing up, it was lovely until Bronx River rolled on Castle Hill. You know what I mean? Then this guy named Tracy wonderful.
Yo,
I can't even went out.
stop.
So how that felt? You being from Castle Hill, but you hanging in Bronx River, and then they went at each other. Where that put you at?
Yeah, it put me in a messed up situation, but at the same time, they knew what it was. You know what I mean? They knew what it was. I had a handoff policy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so Bronx River, for those of you who don't know about Bronx River and Castle Hill, that's like two of the wildest projects in the Bronx. It's a lot of tough guys come out of both of those projects. What we talking about, 70s or 80s?
Both.
Both, right?
It's really like the 80s, the 80s.
That's when they had the gangs and the Black Spades and all that, right?
Yeah.
They had a Casanova all over.
Oh, man, you already know. Shout out to Grandmaster Flash.
There you go. Casanova all over. That's early, man.
Who I look like? Hassan Campbell? He would have never made the connection.
Hassan Campbell? What's going on with Hassan Campbell? Why you say that, man?
Listen, man, because he's a fraud. You know what I mean? Listen, man. Hassan Campbell's not Zulu. He was never Zulu. You know what I mean? You hearing it from Stinger, and you know I rode with the original council. You know what I mean? I wasn't on the council, but those was my peoples. They be in my house every day, so I was privileged to situations, and he ain't it.
Hold up, so Hassan Campbell was never down with Zulu Nation?
Nah, man, don't listen to that fraud. He just let me tell you about this dude, man. He stole my story first of all. You know what I mean? Listen, man. When I met Hassan Campbell, he was on that other channel. We're not gonna mention because we don't mention the dude that I did the interview on his show. We don't mention that clown neither on this show. You know what I mean? Because he's another bozo. You know what I mean? Listen, man, Hassan Campbell, like when I met him, I told him certain stuff. You know what I mean? I thought he was a stand-up brother. You know what I mean? So he went on his channel, like I give you for instance, like the photo book. You know what I mean? The famous photo book that everybody talks about, the Bambaataa photo book. You know what I mean? Hassan Campbell never even seen that book. He's too young. He wasn't even born, probably. You know what I mean? But I told him 3 names that was in the book. Just talking, regular stuff. You know what I mean? I thought he was a stand-up dude. So he went on his channel talking about the book and then naming the 3 names that I told him was in the book. And he had the audacity to name these 3 brothers. You know what I mean? But two of them passed away already. And I promise you, if Hassan Campbell would have named those names like he did on his channel, he would have got mocked. Facts.
So you say he told your story. You got millions of views. You, to my knowledge, you were the first person to come out and say Afrika Bambaataa.
We are 7 minutes, 42 seconds in. The first order of business for Ron B. Stinger Savage is to attack Hassan Campbell and proceed to go in, and he, as you will see as this interview progresses, to try to take away any sort of credibility of his story of what Bambaataa did to him. He speaks on how Hassan Campbell's not Zulu Nation. This is just in the first few minutes. So that's it tells me everything about like the things that are going through his mind, I guess. Very trivial.
Molested you at 15 years old.
Facts.
So you the first one to say that. So if he stole your story, so you saying that Hassan Campbell never got molested by Afrika Bambaataa?
Listen, man, I'm going on record to say this. If you dealt with Afrika Bambaataa, you dealt with him on some consensual stuff. You know what I mean? So all of this nonsense that people talking, and even me back then, you know what I mean? I wasn't in my right state of mind. I wasn't on my pill.
You cannot consent to sexual contact, okay, or of any kind when you are not even a grown-ass man or woman, first off. So let's get that straight. And these people act like they don't understand how a grown-ass, experienced predator can't turn out 14, 15, 16-year-old kids like it ain't shit. A grown-ass, experienced predator will turn many children out in a very short amount of time. So, yeah, this is just a bunch of nonsense already.
I wasn't on nothing. I wasn't even me. You know what I mean? So my thing is, if you dealing with him, it's on some consensual stuff, and you're of age. You know what I mean? Let's get to the and all that.
And you're of age. Just note that. Note that, because in the next few minutes, the truth's going to slip out of his mouth. Okay? Watch. Keep watching.
Him being underage and all that. Hassan Campbell, I don't believe it, not one bit, because I don't know Afrika Bambaataa to done nothing with underage kids. So now you ask yourself, but Beat Stinger, you was 15 years old when you told the world you said you was 15. That's a whole fact. Technically, I was 15, but the whole squad thought I was 18 because I had a fake ID that said I was 18 because I was trying to get into the parties. You know, back then, you had to have an ID that said that you was 18. And back then, if you come from back then, you know what I mean? You know.
Let me just listen. Ron, Ron Savage. When you look at a 18-year-old man versus a 15-year-old boy, can you tell the difference? So can Afrika Bambaataa. Hello. Hello. You didn't think when he looked at you, he couldn't tell you weren't a grown-ass man? I'll leave it there.
Oh, what time it is? Because there's a lot of people that have fake IDs. All you had to do if you lived in New York, go to 42nd Street, like me. You know
And
what
I bet you not once.
You're in the clouds.
And I bet you not once did Bambaataa ever look at it. Is he on record of ever saying Afrika Bambaataa actually looked at his ID? Like, come on. Who's walking around with fake IDs to attest for consensual encounters? Like, nobody's walking around with fake IDs for that purpose. He said he's trying to get in the parties and all this kind of a thing, but again, I just think I don't find this to be even credible at all, what he's saying. I'll be honest with you. And as I was saying before, like, trying to strip a situation or experience that somebody else had that really has nothing to do with you at the end of the day, it just it's not a good look. It's
Right,
not.
You know what I mean? When I came out in 2016, I wasn't thinking about that. You know what I mean? I wasn't thinking about the ID. I forgot about the ID until it came up in a conversation with like one of my cool people that I roll with, for a long time. It came up in a conversation and I'm like, oh snap. You know what I mean? So, I'm like, dad, man, this brother probably thought I was 18 because to get in the parties and then to get in the parties with them free at the time that I did go to the parties with them because I was going to parties without the Zulu Nation. See, this is the thing that these cornballs try to put to the people. You know what I mean? But we're gonna get to that. You know what I mean? So I'm like, dad, man, this man Bambaataa probably thought I was 18. He never asked me how old I was. You know what I mean? So when this took place, I was getting in the parties.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, I just got my answer. So he never asked you. So he never looked at your ID. So your story about ID makes no sense. Well, I don't even know why you're telling it. Number one. Number two, do I have to say it again? Do you really think Bambaataa doesn't know the difference between a 15-year-old's body and an 18-year-old's body? He's an experienced predator at that point. I'm sure you weren't the first, Ron. All right. I'm just being honest. Someone who acts without impunity like that and acts like Bambaataa acts like these people didn't even exist. It's crazy. It's crazy how a little bit of clout, if you want to call it that, can drift around like a cloud for 40, 50 years. I mean, look at the Michael Jackson impersonators around the world. Around the world. It's like this gazed watch attention or whatnot comes to a certain topic. And this man, Michael Jackson's been dead for a long time. And there's still people out here living, breathing Michael Jackson. Fully invested in it, right? Many years after the death even of the celebrity. So it's just crazy to see how just the words Afrika Bambaataa alone, just those two words, Afrika Bambaataa, how it generates so much back and forth, baby. A lot of back and forth.
Okay. All right. So
Wow.
So when you met him, how did you
Hey,
feel when you met
Manuel.
him? He already had made a couple records and stuff at that time, right?
No. When I met Bam, no, they didn't do no records back then. They didn't do not Planet Rock and all that. When I met them, that wasn't out yet. Maybe Zulu Nation Throwdown, maybe that was out back then. See, everybody when you think about Bambaataa and the first record, you think it was Planet Rock, but Soul Sonic Force and Cosmic Force both had records out, and those were both Bambaataa groups. It's called Zulu Nation Throwdown Part 1, Zulu Nation Throwdown Part 2. I believe that's what it was.
Mm-hmm.
So you saying, go back to you saying you wasn't on your right state of mind, and you basically saying Afrika Bambaataa didn't take anything. It was consensual. So it was consensual with you too?
100%. 100%. I'm not even gonna sit here and front because I'm not Hassan Campbell. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to hide my sexuality of trying to keep it like a man. And hey, it happened. I was 15. You know what I mean? And my thing is,
why are you here, Ron? Why are you even up here talking? If it's that simple.
I was scared. You know what I mean? And if I did, it's like I felt if I didn't do it, would something happen, whatever. But at the same time, I never said anything. You know what I mean? I remember him trying to put it in. I remember, but it didn't. And I'm like, nah, it hurt. You know what I mean? But he didn't. I just said it hurt because it wasn't going in. Like,
I'm looking at dude's face with a yellow jacket on. I'm looking at his face. The moment that Ron begins to say those things, he smiles. Because truth be told, and I don't even know if Ron even sees this. This is no slight against the individuals interviewing him, but listen, criticism is what it is. Take it, leave it. It don't make me no difference. I don't really care. Truth is, Ron, everybody wants to exploit the fuck out of you as much as they can. They want to get to the details of what everybody else wants to hear the details about. And the moment that you went to talking about those sorts of details, you just notice how body language and everything changes. Now we get this detailed expression, or you're detailing an incident you say happened between you and Bambaataa. And truth be told, Ron, I don't think anybody looks at you and doesn't think that you're a victim of his. And that's why I don't understand why you're out here campaigning so hard for a man that won't even give you the time of day. It is so obvious you're trying your best to get back into Bambaataa's good graces as much as you can. For whatever strange, weird reason. Is it the fame? But no, let's keep hearing this.
oh man, you know what I mean? So he said, listen, young fella. No, he didn't say young fella. But I'm just saying, he's like, yo, listen, I put it in between, you know what I mean? And up and down. And I'm like, yeah. Oh, I can say that, right?
Yeah.
All right,
let it go.
Yeah, so we did that. And I'm like, all right, that's better. I can deal with that. You know what I mean? And that's what we did. It was consensual.
Oh, okay, so you saying between the thighs? So that's what Hassan Campbell always say. He always say, Afrika Bambaataa never penetrated him. It was he thighs him.
Exactly. That's my story.
So you don't think? So what you saying that with Hassan Campbell it never happened, or you saying that it was?
Listen, if it happened, yeah, he got died. Yeah, he got died. Yeah.
So does Ron realize what he just asked him? Like, hello, you're dismissing the man's story. You're claiming he stole your story, right? But if that's what Afrika Bambaataa likes to do, it wouldn't have mattered if it was you, Hassan, or any other young boy. He was going to thigh them, correct? I mean, I don't know why someone would thigh someone versus whatever else, but maybe there's reasons for that that I'm not aware of. But okay, interesting.
You got tied, huh?
Yeah. Listen, man.
So when he tied you, right? How long did it continue?
Oh, I don't even know, man. Listen, man. All I know, listen. He did it again and again, yo. I don't know, man. It must have been all right. Shoot, I ain't gonna sit here and lie. I was young, y'all was confused. I ain't never had no sex before. Listen, man. If it's tied, then yo, let it be tied. You know what I mean? Listen, let it be tied.
Hey, listen, man. As long as you enjoyed yourself and it was consensual, right?
Yeah, man. Listen, brother. Listen. On my show, they already know. I oil down for the brother. I put on my blue robe, and it's like, knock, knock. Who is it? It's Bambaataa. Listen, Bam, hold on. Took off the clothes and oiled me down. Took off the blue, put on the blue robe, and said, "Hello, Bam. How can I help you?" The room. Facts.
So
what just happened? What just happened? What? Oil me down. What?
Put on the blue robe and said, "Hello, Bam. How can I help you?" The room. Facts.
So, damn,
that's raw.
So why?
That's raw.
Oh,
that's raw. He said something that did what for your spirit? What is it? What are these guys? He said that's raw. Yeah, he was raw. dogging his ass.
I call you down for the brother. I put on my blue robe, and it's like, knock, knock, who is it? The Bambaataa. Listen, bam, hold on. Took off the clothes and oiled me down. Took off the blue, put on the blue robe, and said, hello, Bam, how can I help you? The room, facts.
So, damn.
That's raw.
So why you okay?
That's
so this
raw.
Why you went at Afrika Bambaataa then?
I didn't go at Bam. I just wanted to know why me. You know what I mean? Like I said, I wasn't thinking about when I was telling and had a fake ID going to the club. I wasn't thinking about that. At that particular time, the only thing I wanted to know was, why did this happen to me? Like, why did you pick me? Like, what's up? You know what I mean? Like, yo, I'm damaged behind this. You know what I mean? I was confused. I was bugged out.
So you never been with a woman at this time?
At that time, 15. No, I ain't start having. I didn't have my first girlfriend until I was 19.
Wow. So did it make you feel funny, like when you first? Because 19 pretty late for a first girlfriend.
Yeah, man. Yeah. It's like from 15 to 19 and beyond. It's like, I don't know what that stuff did, but yo, once I came to my head and I didn't answer my door no more, and I wasn't down with that stuff no more, brother, man, I couldn't touch hands with people, with females. I didn't like to be touched. I just did a whole complete withdrawal. And like, you know what I'm saying? I would be at the parties and I'll be off to the cut by myself. And it damaged me. That's a whole fact.
So you saying you was with Bam for 4 years? Around 4 years?
No. That happened a few times. 4 years. Well, no, brother. That's Hassan Campbell. Still wrong interview, brother.
Okay. So what I'm saying, you said your first girlfriend was at 19. So what was you doing in between the time your first girlfriend and Bam?
Chasing this girl that lived in my building. It's like, that's who I wanted. You know what I mean? I really wanted her. I wanted her to be. I don't know. I wanted her to be my first. I just wanted her. You know what I mean? So that's where my concentration was. That's where my concentration was at, female wise. You know what I mean? But at the same time, it's like, I just didn't like to be touched and stuff. So it's like, I would have to initiate it.
Yeah, so that's a very interesting idea. You've never been with a woman. So how touching you? Did you feel uncomfortable? And how was it with a woman? Did you tell her that you had consensual, whatever with Afrika Bambaataa?
The girl I was with, I told them.
Every girl?
Every girl.
How they felt about that?
Listen, there would be some girls, all right, depending on what generation they're in, that you would ask them, who how Afrika Bambaataa is. They can't fucking tell you. He said every girlfriend. He's told every single one. Why? You see how this interview's going. They go right back to the Afrika Bambaataa topic, right?
Okay.
Right back to
Girls
it.
get down with stuff like that, man. You know what I mean? I do want to say that. But let me ask you a question. Do you consider yourself bisexual?
Not at all, brother.
Okay. So so you just with the women now. You did that other thing happened when you was young, and that's a rap.
Yeah, that's been a rap. I play around, I joke around, like jokey joke, but brother, I'm 100% female. You know what I mean?
Right.
So you said that you had a conversation. You told Hassan. So you think he lying, or make all this up to say it, or you think it really happened? But what would you think he leaving out, or what you think he lying about? Because it's confusing. You say he took your story, and then it's like he did get died by Bam, and it was with Bam, but you said everything was potential. And you said everybody was grown. You said you was 15.
What I'm saying is that he was older when he did what he did with Bam. That's what I'm saying. That's my belief. So me saying that I was 15 now, he want to be younger. You know what I mean?
Okay, yeah, I got you.
So you think that Hassan Campbell took your story, made it his story? But he ironically, this is so stupid. This is so stupid. Again, Ron, what makes you think that Bambaataa didn't look at you and know instantly that you were not of age? You think he couldn't do the same when looking at Hassan Campbell? Believe me, there's a vast difference between a 14, 15-year-old young man versus an 18, 19-year-old young man. That same young man going to have a growth spurt between those years, may start, growing insane amounts of hair. There's all sorts of things that happens to the body, but you can tell when someone I guess what I'm saying, you could tell the difference between 15 and 18, I guess is the best way to say it. So yeah, this is very confusing to I think all of us watching, and it kind of just better tells me how much confusion Ron Savage must be having going on in his brain. Like, Jesus.
Oh, so you think he was older than what he's saying?
Either that or he's outright being a malicious liar. And you really don't want to think the worst of people. But my thing is like, why do you dismiss any other situations about Bambaataa, like the Hassan Campbell thing? Like, why would you dismiss the fact that he's a victim? Whether it was underage or not consensual, whatever the case may be, why does Ron Savage feel it's important to try and dismiss Hassan Campbell's allegations? That seems very malicious to me. Yeah, it's been a long time. Ron, you're much older now than you were, and I would just think at this point in your life, you gotten to the point where just right is right and wrong is wrong. You can't atone for the things that Afrika Bambaataa has done out here to anybody, not even you. You can't atone another man's sins. So I'm not getting this campaign he's on. It's been one thing after another with Ron. Like the best reason I have is saying that the reason I'm doing this video even today. Like, have y'all seen Ron's videos like the last couple of weeks? Very sporadic, very. It's like Ron does things, extreme things to get attention. All the wrong things, right? And he likes that type of attention. Not everybody's comfortable with that type of attention. That's just the truth. You know, especially like if your house is not kept and you don't want people filming, your floors and your walls. But it's like he doesn't even give a damn. But yeah, I don't think that's right. That's like me coming out here trying to tell those that died in 9/11 that the terrorists that killed them didn't kill them. They didn't fly a plane in those buildings. I look like
That's a
saying
whole
shit
fact
like
right there.
that.
Wow. So, yeah, because I see you went on a lot of interviews and did you try to get Bam arrested or anything?
Well, I mean, to tell the truth, man, listen, man, in 2016, I did have a meeting with a city council member. I'm not going to say the name, and some officials. And at that particular time, when they were looking at it, and I had told them, what happened and stuff like that. So they said that it wasn't the R word. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to say the whole word. You know what I mean? They said it wasn't the R word. It was a statutory. You know what I mean? And the statute of limitations had passed. And being that it was consensual, they used it consensual. It was consensual. So it was that they can do at the time. And listen, man, it's like I'm the only one in this Bambaataa story that's telling the truth. Yo, they need to stop this nonsense. You know what I mean? Stop it.
So is it true that when Bambaataa got stabbed, you went to go visit him?
Nah, not me. That was Hassan, not me.
Oh, okay. So, because it was reported that you went to go visit him after he got stabbed.
Nah.
So where Afrika Bambaataa at right now? If he come back to the States, he will get arrested, you think?
No.
So he didn't get deported?
No, none of that. I don't know where y'all getting none of that.
Not only has he never been, there's no criminal charges pending against Afrika Bambaataa. So not that I'm aware of anyway. And I actually did take a moment to like look into that until people go to the police and express and talk about those things that happened, the things that happened. Instead of coming out and doing interviews and blogs and all that type of thing, like there's never going to be a criminal case against Bambaataa. And I know there was some effort to try to get something going, but it seems like it petered out for whatever reason, right?
None of that. Bam doing
Probably
Bam
many
Bam,
different
Bam
reasons.
doing what he's doing to him, I guess.
If you were to see Afrika Bambaataa right now, what you think? How you feel? Would you speak to him, have a conversation, or you'll walk right by him?
Well, I can say before this 2016 stuff popped off, I wasn't ready to see it then. You know what I mean? It would have been a whole nother whatever. But as of right now, yeah, I would like to sit and talk to him because you know, like I said, I need to talk to the brother. You know what I mean?
What you think you say to
I
him?
need questions answered. I need some questions answered.
What you would say to him?
I mean, listen, man. I'm gonna say this, man. I'm not gonna say publicly what I would say to him, and you guys would never ever know that that I met with Bambaataa. You know
In
what I mean?
other words, right now you're talking to Bambaataa through the Beat 139, right? You're talking to Bambaataa right now through them, right? If you meet with me, I'll never tell anyone. Listen, I highly doubt that Bambaataa will ever meet with you. It's like, come on, man. Come on. But no, that's not gonna happen. That would be crazy, right? I would think of like all the hidden cameras that could be strapped to one's body, right? Shoot, he's not gonna do that.
That's something private and something personal. And like I said, you know, this story was never supposed to be on that channel that I was on when I first came out. Like, by no means necessary was it supposed to be on that channel. And had I been in my right mind, it would not have been on that channel at all.
So do you know a guy named Khalil Amani?
Khalil Omani. I'm gonna say this about Khalil Omani.
Shout out to Khalil Amani, man. Wait, he's gonna say what?
I don't know Khalil Omani. All I know is Khalil Omani being a YouTuber. That's what I know him, and him doing the story of Bam allegedly getting stabbed. You know what I mean? That's how I know him, and I spoke to him a couple of times. But you know, speaking to someone a couple of times and writing texts back and forth, that don't classify you as knowing anybody.
So this is crazy because you guys, I would think you and Hassan, the way the story that y'all should really team up and try to, but y'all saying
that will never happen, never, not in this lifetime.
Because y'all saying two different things. That's why, right? Two different beliefs.
Because he's a liar. He's a liar, and he blaming stuff on the Zulu Nation when the Zulu Nation had nothing to do with nothing. Lying, he's a liar. I don't respect him.
So what's the rumor about Bam? Not you, but other people date raping him. Is that true or false? You don't know.
I don't know Bambaataa date raping or the R word or anything. I've never in my entire life known that man to do anything like that. But as far as that story goes with the date rape and stuff like that, the only people I'm hearing that from is when it was on Khalil Omani's thing in YouTube. But in the streets, I ain't never heard that.
So Khalil Omani, was he part of the Zulu Nation?
No, definitely not.
Oh, so he just basically just writing his own story.
Clout chasing. That's what he was doing on Slaves magazine. He's supposed to have been some reporter, but he's clout chasing right now. Clout chasing at the highest degree.
Oh, come on. Come on. But you're the one up here talking though. Yeah, he touched my booty hole, but he didn't insert. Right? He thighed me. Oh no, there's no way anybody else could be a victim because only me and him did the thigh thing. That was our thing. Dude, you gotta stop this. I get it. People feel conflicted, you know, for whatever reason on the inside, but come on. What a circus. No wonder why this Bambaataa thing is just such a freaking freak show. It's a goddamn horror. An American Horror Story. It is. God, what a mess. A freak show. You remember that episode of that season of the Carnival on American Horror Story? It's giving those type of vibes. Well, it's a lot of just insaneness.
I saw you on platforms like Doggy Diamonds, Star. You got millions and millions of views, millions of views. You like a person that people say you got a lot of courage for coming out saying this. So how you felt with the fame? Like how it felt coming out? Like what made you come out? Was it a girlfriend, like you said, you need to tell your story, your parents? Because that's something big. Do people look at you a different way, treat you a different way?
Or you just want to, cleanse yourself?
Listen, I had went through a breakup, right? And I guess this was the final straw of a breakup that I went through. And prior to that breakup, I was taking depression pills and psych pills and pills and pills and pills. You know what I mean? And I had stopped taking the pills. You know what I mean? and I wasn't
Yes,
really
we know
in my
what
right
you
state of
mean.
mind. So it's like after me and the girl broke up, you know, like she was telling me, you know, reasons.
Oh, sorry, I paused because when he was talking about Khalil Amani, because everything that he said just went in one ear and out the other, like out of there. Like, it was that. It's just so pathetic, right? So I guess a bad breakup is what made you decide, yeah, I'm gonna tell on Afrika Bambaataa. Not that it should even be looked at as that. Again, Ron he was not of age. I don't know why he's trying to give Bambaataa this way out with this ID claim, being the fact he never even looked at your ID. He never even asked you how old you were, according to your words. But as I've said before, I think any discerning eye can tell the difference between a 15-year-old body and an 18-year-old body. And I think the fact that you had a 15-year-old body is exactly the reason why Bambaataa came for you. And the fact that you have not, or I don't know, I say have not accepted it, but that's not the right words. It feels like you're playing around in rape trauma, Ron Savage. My question is, why do you keep playing in rape trauma? What's with the stupid games, right? Looking for a payday? What? Looking for what exactly? A sit down with Bambaataa, and then what? Put yourself in Afrika Bambaataa's shoes, right? All of a sudden, Ron Savage wants to sit down and talk. Would you sit down and talk with Ron Savage? Even after an interview like this, where you come up here and you tell somebody that I thied you? No, man. I'm just saying, I don't think that's ever going to happen, right? Just look at it from that standpoint. But it's disturbing. Again, the best word I had was cringe.
Why, like
This
before
is
we broke up or
tough.
whatever, because I can't show affection. I don't like holding hands, da 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 da, and all this nonsense. So I always blamed it on what happened when I was 15. You know what I mean? And because ever since then, that's a lot of the
Hey,
stuff that they
yummy
say is what took place, me growing up, and that's how I grew up. So, what was the question?
You asked some question. Now, ask what made you come out.
Oh, right. So, I just bugged out. Like after I broke up with the girl or whatever, I kid you not, it was maybe like a couple of days after that. It's like I just started tweeting Bambaataa, you know, touching me, whatever, when I was 15 years old. I just wanted people to listen to me, not so much to do a story. You know what I mean? I just wanted people to listen to me. You know what I mean? Because I was just exploding. I never felt that type of feeling before, and it's just something that came over me, and I thought it was God. You know what I mean? But I don't know, man. And I just started texting and tweeting and all of that, and then this dude, someone answered the tweet. You know what I mean? And then next thing I know, I'm on a show. You know what I mean? And it's a YouTube show. You know what I mean? When the person first got in touch with me, I thought it was going to be like a radio show or something, but it wasn't. It was YouTube. So you know what I mean? I end up, long story short, I end up doing it.
And I know who he's talking about, but you took it though, right? If you even look at that interview in this one and even compare and contrast, again, I'm not understanding why the turnabout here.
And I had
what do you have to
someone,
gain?
you know, talked me into doing the show because I wasn't gonna do it.
Ron.
And I ended up doing it anyway, off the strength of him talking to me. I'm not gonna, he's an elected official, I'm not gonna put his name out there. So, listen, man. So I end up doing it, and I regret it. I regret it. I regret it with every bone in my body.
You have a lot of comments on here. One comment said, ask him about Muhammad. Who's Muhammad?
Muhammad, lock the doors. You know what I mean? Listen, that's my supporters, yo. That's my supporters, man. That's my supporters right there, man. Muhammad is a security company, and it's called the Zulu Warriors, and that's Muhammad's company. It has nothing to do with the Zulu Nation, but you know, it's Zulu Warriors.
So what about they said how much band paid you in the last 20 years?
I've never gotten a dime from Afrika Bambaataa.
Wow. So you didn't sue or nothing like that? You didn't press no charges?
Nah.
Phone up there, Jay.
Yeah, because it was consensual, so that's why he didn't do
Yeah.
it.
See, your interview in the beginning seemed like
But it's obvious from what he said, if we are to believe him, when he sat down with some city council person who got some other authorities involved or whatnot, it sounds like to me that even the police, this is what he said, right? That it was a statutory thing, right? Not a like a abduction rape of a stranger type scenario, right? We're not talking about that sort of a scenario here. One sec, y'all.
Yeah.
different now.
Yeah, like I said, I wasn't in my right mind back then. You know what I mean? I was going through something. I was depressed. You know what I mean? I wasn't taking my pills. And it's just a lot, man.
It's tough. It's tough. So
and you got to look at it like this, man. Trauma. People deal with trauma in different ways. You know what I mean? And that's something that I'm still dealing with. The word trauma, underline.
So how you feel about Puff Daddy? You ever met Puff Daddy before? And do you think, since you how you feel about that?
Listen, shout out to Puff. Listen, man. Listen, go with Russell. You know what I mean? Y'all pile around and do things. You know what I mean? And you don't got to worry about them extraditing you. I don't think back over here, man. Just live with Russell and do that and do your things, both of y'all. You got something in common, I guess. You know what I mean? and do your Diddy parties. You know what I mean?
Would you ever go to a Diddy party?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so because
They got some good ones on there.
there's a lot of people. Y'all, a lot of people
streaming, man.
streaming like heavy.
Yeah, he's
a
streaming
lot
heavy.
of people want to talk to you. If you want to call in and talk to Beast Nigga, you want to ask
Listen,
a question.
my support on my channel, they don't even want to see that. So I can't let people call up now.
No, I'm saying on my channel, a lot of people, they got a lot of questions for you. 646-628.
No, I'm saying I don't want to talk to nobody on the phone.
Okay.
That's a fact. Like my people's not then they're gonna be mad at me, and I'm not going through that.
No, you got that. You
definitely got that. So you, after this, you started a YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Right, so what's your end goal as far as this Hassan Campbell, Afrika Bambaataa situation? What's your end goal?
Listen, man, my thing is listen, man, I took back my power. I took back my story. You know what I mean? Because they made it a whole circus. You know what I mean? My thing right now is just to let the world know that the Zulu Nation had nothing to do with this nonsense. You know what I mean? And that's the end goal. Like, listen, man, I'm not even thinking about that Bambaataa stuff no more. You know what I mean? It's comedy to me. It's part of my entertainment now on my channel. Facts. That's how I feel about it. They turned it into a circus, so it's comedy now. If I were you, I would stay far away from that Bambaataa circus. You know what I mean?
So you got a book, right?
Yeah. The book is Impulse, Urges, and Fantasies. It came out in 2014.
What's the book about?
My book is it's about my life. You know what I mean? It's like half true, half fiction, whatever. But mostly it's true, and it's about me going on tour with Snap. They make the record. I Got the Power. Showbiz and AG is up in there. It's a good book, man. Dougie Fresh is up in there. When I lived out in LA with Dougie for a little while. It talks about one of my girlfriends and stuff. It's good, man. It's a good book, man.
Yeah, we have a comment from Khalil. He said Zulu Nation had anything to do with Ron molestation.
No, that's what I'm talking about. Stupid stuff like that. How would the Zulu Nation have anything to do with that? But they didn't know nothing. You know what I mean? That's what I'm talking about. You got people like Khalil Omani. You know what I mean? That clout chasing because he wrote something about some supposed to have been date rape or Bam getting stabbed or something. So he wanna glorify stuff. Listen, Khalil, it's over with. Oh, listen, man, that thing was 2013. You ain't got nothing else to talk about, Khalil Omani? Get a puppet. Make the puppet talk and talk to it. 2013, Khalil. 2013. Get over it, Khalil. Life, you're boring. Your channel is boring.
So what's some of the things you talk about on your channel?
Listen, man, on my channel, we talk about nothing. We lie. You know what I mean? Listen, if you smoke weed, smoke it up and watch me talk my nonsense. I talk about nothing. Mainly, you know what I mean? Listen, and whatever comes to my mind, come to my mind. You know what I mean? Listen, man, we on a vibe tip. You know what I mean?
Hey, Beast Singer.
Yeah.
You come on your show, you sit there, and the first thing come to your mind. That's what it is.
Yeah, that's what it is, man. Listen, if it's oiling up, it's oiling up. You know what I mean? Whatever. We vibing. I got the hottest channel right now. Out to my subscribers. What up?
Yeah, your channel's rocking.
That's all right.
It's rocking. So do you have any kids?
Yeah, I got 3 kids, man. I got 2 sons and a daughter. You know, twins and my oldest son. You know what I mean?
How old is your son?
He's 24.
So how he feel about these allegations? And what do you say about this? He's 24. He's on the internet.
I don't even know. No, well, my son he don't live in New York. He don't live with me. He graduated and he went to the Navy and all that. So you know, I know he was proud when when I came out and whatever. You know what I mean? And we don't even talk about that.
What about your daughters? How they feel? Because you famous. If y'all don't know, if you know, a lot of people know you. You got, like I said, you got tens of millions of views, and people know you. I'm pretty sure you walk out the house, they're like, oh, that's that guy, B Stinger.
Every day I got to take pictures with people every day of my life.
Well, that's what's up, man. Congratulations, brother. And you talk about nothing, right?
We live, and when we go back to my channel, we gonna talk about nothing.
That's a good saying. We talk about nothing.
Listen, right now on my channel. Listen. We got 118 people in the building right now. Listen, man, we on a subscriber marathon right now. Listen, if you're not subscribed, listen, man, subscribe. I am the one. They call me Ronald Savage, but they call me Beat Stinger also. I'm the one that started this Bambaataa stuff. Wasn't Hassan Campbell. You know what I mean? He stole my story. You know what I mean? Listen, man, just subscribe and vibe out with us. Listen, I need 10 subscribers right now. Listen, man, we got 107. I just want to borrow 10 of you right now.
That's right, y'all go subscribe to the Beat Stinger. Go subscribe to the Beat Stinger also.
Yeah, man. Listen, man. And to my subscribers, man. Listen, man. Run it up, man. Show the gentleman some love. You know what I mean? Oh, man. 139. The Beat 139 is in the building.
Right. You know what I mean? Y'all definitely know what it is. Beat 139, Ron Savage. Y'all know what it is. A lot of people, man, they comment and saying these, a lot of people got mixed reviews on you. Like this.
We don't care about the people we don't care about the naysayers. You know what I mean? We don't care what they say.
It's something that happened when you was younger. Sure, you wasn't in your right state of mind.
Facts.
You was on meds and was going through some stuff. And he caught you when you was vulnerable, man. And and it kept going for a little while till you came to your senses and said, "Nah, I can't do it no more. Get away from me. You don't never come back."
Facts.
Sums it all up.
Did you at one time ever try to fight Bambaataa? Like y'all ever had disagreement? You like, now you bigger now.
Nah. Listen, man. Yo, Bambaataa. Listen up, man. You made me a star. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Listen, man, I ain't trying to cash in like the rest of these people. Listen, I'm doing that on my own. You know what I mean? But listen, man, you made the name hot, man. I appreciate it, man. You know what I mean? Other than that, man, it is what it is.
So you think if Hassan was to see Afrika Bambaataa, what you think would happen?
He'll want to kiss him. Daddy. Why is B Stinger back down and I'm not? Facts. That's what he's going to ask him.
You don't think he's going to want to get that?
Man, Diego.
Because,
Hassan ain't doing nothing. Hassan ain't doing nothing to Bam. Facts. I stand on that.
But he was locked up for some bodies and stuff, so
he says.
That's not true?
Yes. We're still trying to find out what bodies. Nobody knows. And I'm talking about my camera people. Nobody knows.
Because he definitely capitalized off it. He's famous.
How else he was supposed to come out? Yeah, this is Hassan Campbell. Yeah, I let Bam boom, 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 boom. And I hit my head on the ceiling and I came back down on it and he went bang, boom. How else he supposed to come out? He gonna come on that gangster stuff.
That's heavy.
He's very entertaining. But I'm saying, you don't watch it. I ain't gonna lie, his show is very entertaining. And one thing, he don't he go at anybody.
No. Can we stop? No, it's not. Listen, Ron's show consists of this. Just like it goes a little something like this. You know what I'm saying? Vibing. We're vibing, right? Big Stinger in the building, right? And they're like 6-7 hours long. So maybe if it was shorter. Maybe it was shorter. Wait. Is that my YouTube hubby in the chat? Hold on a second. Wait. I see Khalil in the chat. Y'all see? Look. Khalil's in the chat. Hold up. I got to look at this. Hold on.
Hassan don't pick and choose. He go at anybody.
Wait a second. Where'd it go? Okay, maybe a little forward. He was just in the chat. There it is. Okay, hold on. Look. Zulu Nation had everything to do with Ron's molestation. Okay. Hassan Campbell did not steal Ron's story. Ron corroborated my stabbing story in a 2016 Dave Wedge article. Uh-oh. Shit, come on. Stop. Hold on, y'all. Ron's job is to clean up the mess he made in 2016. Hassan Campbell was a Zulu. Ron is lying. 15-year-old boys cannot consent. And see, listen, I'm just now seeing this comment, but I'm like, 15-year-old can't. I'm the same way. Like, what is Ron talking about? Anyway, y'all can see the comments right
He don't
there.
talk about that gangster stuff.
Y'all
But
both got a lot of courage for even coming out, because he get a lot of backlash also. Like, it ain't been easy for him to do that. Like, he get very sensitive on that topic. So that's why
oh,
I
shit, wouldn't
definitely think
anybody
something happened. I
though?
don't think that.
When you really think about it?
Yeah, something did happen. I told you. I believe. I know something happened. Bam was in that. Facts. But I think at the age that he claimed, I don't believe that. Stop it. He was in it. In it.
But he was in yours at 15, though, right, Ron? You just said that he was having sex with you when you were only 15 years old. You just said that. So why to him, what is it with him and him's dismissal of Hassan Campbell's allegations? I don't get that unless there's some kind of weird, like, jealousy factor going on. Yeah, I don't understand that.
That's heavy, man. It's heavy, man. That's heavy, man.
I mean,
So Bam overseas touring right now, huh? Doing his thing.
yeah, wherever he at, man. Rock on, you know what I mean? Playing rock, whatever it is, man.
So you was a rapper, right, Beast Stinger? How you get your name?
Man, my new single is called "Snatch in the Night Part 2." You know what I mean? And I got and my other new single is called "I Run My Hood." Yeah, man, I be rapping. I'm on the underground. I put out my own music independently.
Can you drop a 16 real quick?
I knew you was gonna say that, man. I'm
Not
lit
Snatch
right now. I
in the
can't remember
Night.
nothing.
Wow, you Beast Stinger, you from the glory days of hip hop.
We don't rap, man.
You from
I'm
the
a
80s.
studio guy. I'm a studio rapper.
You from the 80s. You from Bronx River when it started.
Blueface, nah, man. I ain't going out like Blueface when he was on whatchamacallit show and he couldn't rap. Nah, man.
So when is your
Oh, wow. Look at this comment from Khalil. Ron recently defined boys as, quote, 12 years old and younger, end quote, to make it consensual between him and Bam at 15. And that's like the thing. Why, Ron, are you on this very strange campaign these days? It's like I said, it's not just this interview. If you've been paying attention to Ron Savage's YouTube channel, y'all, it is just, like I said, 6-7 hour long videos. And it just kind of goes on and on and on, right? And frankly, y'all, I just don't have time to sit down and watch a 6 and 7 hour long video all day. I just don't. Give me the talk of the highlights, and I will leave it at that, right?
Smart, man.
What's your name of your tape?
I got 2 new singles out. One is called "Snacks in the Night" Part 2, and the other one is called "I Run My Hood."
So who
We just a crazy as they come.
Bambaataa molested Ron and he ran out of the apartment crying. A lady pulled her car over and put him in her car and consoled him. It's all jokes today.
Okay, Beast Stinger. So you feeling all right now, huh?
Yeah, man. Listen, man. We was getting weeded up. You know what I mean? Listen, man. I need my weed right now. You know what I mean? Facts, man. The beer's gone and listen.
The what's gone? The bitch is gone? Is that what he said?
It's rolling. Listen, I said, just leave it out. Just leave it out.
Hey, Beast Stinger.
Yeah, why you
Okay.
telling you? What's she saying to you?
Nah, she was saying that the beer's frozen.
Oh,
It's in the freezer.
She very supportive. You sound like she supports you.
Yeah, she's very supportive. Miss Bonita.
Okay. Back there. Shout out to Bonita. Bonita Savage is in the building.
Okay. Hey, Beast Stinger, man, you one of a kind, brother.
Yeah, man. I appreciate it, man.
My story, we ain't talk about nothing. You're very popular. Talk about nothing.
Facts, yo. Listen, man. And I know I got 10 new subscribers, man. Listen, man.
Ain't no doubt.
Cool, man.
Beast Stinger.
And people definitely enjoy. You definitely got. We on all streaming platforms, so they definitely gonna go to your YouTube channel and see how
Yeah, let me say the name of it. It's Ron B. Stinger Savage on YouTube. Ron B. Stinger Savage on YouTube.
Hey, Beast Stinger, they said, what brand of beer do you drink?
Oh yeah. I'm drinking Heineken. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Okay, old school, old school.
Old school. Now listen, man. Sometimes listen, man. I even go older than that. You know what I mean? I be drinking old English.
Oh my.
You know what I mean?
Oh wow.
Facts.
Damn, that's rock
Hey, so
right there.
one of the listeners just sent a message. They said, can you explain your multiple personalities?
Listen, brother. I don't know, man. I think I caught it in after 2015 or something. I'm Ron Savage and I'm Beat Stinger. You know what I mean? And I got a whole lot of other ones in the middle. You know what I mean? Listen, man. In 2016, y'all didn't meet Beat Stinger. You met Beat Stinger right now. You know what I mean? Facts. That's a whole fact right there. I don't know. The other dude was scary and all that, crying at everything. You know what I mean? Listen, for God's sake, he's crying on the front page of the Daily News. Like, who does that? You know what I mean? Who does that? No, I'm gonna be known for that. You're like, yo, baby, I was on the front page of the Daily News. She's like, what? How many M's did you do? How many M's did you do? Nah, baby, I was crying, you know? Listen, this guy named Bambaataa.
Yo, Zulu Nation was very strong back in the days. Very strong, like in the 80s. Zulu Nation.
Yeah, it was, man. They were very powerful. And people, you know, people lucky that they get a free pass right now. But listen, all that's gonna stop, man. I'm telling you.
So is Zulu Nation around today?
Yes, they are. That's a fact. Stop listening to Hassan Campbell talk about, oh, Zulu Nation is over, this and this and that. Brother, how would you know? You in the house watching cartoons with your kids. You know what I mean? Leave grown folks alone. We don't know you. You know what I mean? What you talking about? Zulu all day. You know what I mean? Wear your beads. You know what I mean? Listen, man, we in a building, yo. Listen, man, we don't know what that dude talking about.
So wow, that guy there really got you. He got you open, man.
Hey, Beat Stinger, somebody asked, will you and Hassan Campbell ever sit down and discuss what happened over a cold beer?
Oh, heck no. We talk about boxing, 3 rounds. You know what I mean? And Bronx Spencer.
So let me ask you this: what if the Beat 139, we have like a face-off? We have you and Hassan and me and Vito, like be the mediator, and y'all both can talk. Like we ain't doing no violence.
Listen, man, I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna be straight up and down. Listen, man, y'all got to pay me to sit down with that.
We pay for that for you and Hassan.
They gotta be ducats. I'm lit.
So who you think? So what you think the outcome gonna be?
I don't know, man, but listen, he's not gonna talk over me. He's not gonna do nothing. You know what I mean? He just better be quiet.
Beat Stinger in the building.
Beat Stinger, man. One thing I respect about you, man, you say how you feel, man.
Yo,
how you feel, man. You know what I mean?
That's what it is, man. I say whatever. Like, yo, man, the pills. They got me. Whatever. You know what I mean? That's the psychiatrist and the therapist. They say, you know what I mean? Listen, I'm not even gonna front. Listen, I was speaking to the therapist today. She said, good job. So listen, this lady, you know what I mean? She was in my chat, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? She was like, yeah, good job. You know what I mean? Keep it up. Yeah. So I took my power back.
Okay.
So that mental health, how you feel about mental health?
I got a lot of friends that got mental issues. Listen, we have discussions and all. Like who had the most multiple personalities? I got the beat.
You have a contest?
Contest and all. Shout out to the people that got mental issues. You know what I mean? I rock it. Fact.
Definitely shout out to them, man. You know.
Yeah.
Definitely, because that's something I really hope that it could get taken care of, because it's sad. See, the guy pushed the girl on the train. Like, it's crazy.
Hey, Khalil,
Yeah, man, that's
how are
mental
you?
issues.
Hey,
Like,
Dr.
that's
Waltz.
Mental. Because you got mental and then you got mental. That's mental. I would never do nothing like that. I'm mental. I'm not mental.
You better trademark that.
You all see the comment, right? So this Wednesday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern, Khalil Amani's going to be on The Beat. Oh, this is going to be so interesting. Let me continue to process
You better trademark
that.
that, Beat Stinger.
We will be watching,
trademark
Khalil,
that.
believe me.
Hey, Beat Stinger, you said you got a little bit of sense, huh?
Yeah, man. Shoot, man. I know.
I hope you can bring some saneness to this. This is crazy. Like your comment about how this was such a serious deal, right? However many, I think you said like 8 years ago or whatever in the chat, and then today it's all jokes, right? you all. One of the most cringe interviews I've watched here in 2024. That was cringe.
I know I'm monetizing. I'm making money in the chat. You know what I mean? So
That's right. Monetize, baby. That's right. Hit that subscriber
And it's
button.
not the interviewers, it's Ron. It's Ron.
you coming in my channel talking about, oh, what we talking about? What we talking about? We ain't talking about nothing. What you talking about? Right here interrupting us. Yo, man, we on 139. What, you gonna follow us over here? Listen, man. I should have put the link in the chat. That's what I should have did. Let everybody vibe over here. You know what I mean?
Yeah, put that link in the chat. You know who it is.
Put your cash app on there too, man.
Yeah, if y'all want to say these things
I should have put your link and my thing. So that, you know, they could have came over there. But listen, man, we be on the vibe tip right now. We got 100 plus in the building.
You already know. Like I said, we're on all streaming platforms. We got Stack out on IG, on Facebook. You know, we on a lot of different platforms right now.
Yeah, man. So, man, we vibing, man. Listen, man, I said, turn up. We gonna turn up on your show. You know what I mean? But I know at the same time, you know, you gotta get monetized and keep the video on commercials. I don't know, but the way the last guy was cursing, y'all was cursing it up. So I know y'all ain't got no commercials on this one. So I'll probably come wild out there.
You know a lot about the
He know the
you know
business.
about the YouTube business.
You know the business. But see what I'm saying though? See, our shows play all over, man. They play in different states.
Oh, yeah.
So certain states we can play what we want to play. In certain states we can't. So
Oh, okay.
Either way, we got somewhere to place the show. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no.
Be yourself, nigga, and talk that talk. You know what I'm saying? We ain't talk about nothing. You know what I mean?
Word, man. Shoot, man, we vibing. Shoot, I can't even smoke on my channel. You like I'm listen, man. That smoking when I hold the joint up to my mouth, they don't give me commercials. Facts.
Yeah, well,
Oh, so you have to.
Well, they're also very clear. They very clearly have stated in the YouTube guidelines that they do get updated quite regularly. And there was some recent updates that if you even smoke on your channel, if you have a smoke and chill channel, they will not monetize it.
Yeah, you gotta go off to the side like this. That's why when you be doing that, that's what I'm doing. I'm not picking my nose or nothing. I'm smoking.
Coke nose.
You know what I mean? On Twitch, and you ain't gotta worry about the Twitch, brother, because we Twitch on camera. You know what I mean?
Okay, just the meds, right?
I'm looking back here what all's being covered with the silver piece of linen here. Is that a clothes hanger right there?
What you saying?
Yeah, man, it's the psych meds, man. Listen, we chilling right now.
So let me ask you this: do you think
A mirror, a chair,
the
maybe?
situation with you and Pam, you know, caused or you had mental problems from the start?
Facts. Messed me up. Started talking to myself and everything. Oh no, you did it. No, not me. You did it. Why want a big plane? You know what I mean?
Wow, that's crazy.
Now they're trying to sit in there talk about, well, we stopped. Yeah, now everybody want to take blame for that. You know what I mean?
Ron, that gave me like some schizophrenic vibes right then. I ain't even gonna lie.
Yo, you got a lot of people here, man. They respect
Dope
your
interview,
honesty,
Beach.
man.
It's a dope interview, man.
They having a good time up here, man.
Listen, man. Yeah, man. What's up with the other dude, man? The baseball guy, basketball guy. That was a good interview, man.
Brown, yeah,
Anyway, I'm pretty much done with it at this point. I mean, ain't no personal feelings attached at all. It's just, it's odd. It's very odd. And I think naturally people are wondering, like, why are you campaigning to clear up anything for Bambaataa? That's the real question. Like, why are you campaigning for this? I don't get it. But I don't think we'll ever get an honest answer from Ron on that question. I don't think him and Bambaataa are talking, though, just based on what I've heard. Could you imagine being like Afrika Bambaataa and hearing someone describe having sex with you when you're 15 years old? I don't think that if the intended action or result is for Bambaataa to sit down and talk to you, I don't think doing interviews about it's going to help that matter either. I'm just being honest. Just being honest. All right. Let me go ahead and close this down. go ahead and close this down. You all have a fantastic work week, okay? Have a fantastic work week. Don't work too hard. Don't work 45, 50 hours if you can't, unless you need the overtime, of course. But if you can avoid it, try to. Try to focus on your mental health, your work-life balance as well. And when you're on vacation, people, don't work. Don't bring out the work laptop when you're on vacay. You already give your job so much time every year, and your vacation should be just for you, not for you and your company that you work for too. That's insane, right? I'm just, throwing that out there. All right, guys, I'm out of here. I don't really have any additional final thoughts on this. Just a mess, okay? A mess.
Welcome to the slaughterhouse, bitch.
There's a lot about me you don't know, bitch. Now, there's been a concerted effort, all right? People have not gotten any sleep, all right? They've been up all night trying to come at LeakYou, all right? When you got to beef with somebody, there's so many creative ways that you can attack them, funny ways, shit that'll have you laughing for days. I've done troll moves on people that had me laughing for days. Sometimes I'll think back on some of the moves that I've done on people and I still laugh.
Welcome to the slaughterhouse, bitch.
And I ain't up here preaching everybody kumbaya. Nah. I got enemies too. But I'll tell you what, one thing I know, I am LeakYou.com, the one and only, legendary LeakYou.com.
Welcome to the slaughterhouse, bitch.
Yeah.
The judgment sentence that you are an asshole. The trial is over. Thank you, everybody.
Let's play a game. You have 10 seconds to take all your stuff and get out of my life. 10, 9, 8.
God bless you, motherfucker.
You're really smart. Like really, really, really smart like I am.